I would love to change the fact that people need to really understand what they're really good at, and for those leaders to really tune in to those specific skills. So if we think about school or A levels, we are kind of taught that we need to excel at everything: maths, physics, chemistry, languages. But when it comes to the work life and work setting, it's you have one or two specific skills that you're extremely good at, and it's about really understanding what those are and to really tune into that. And I feel like a lot of companies don't necessarily understand strengths and weaknesses as well for the performance of the employee and the happiness to really excel.
I think that I would change kind of the experience section of a lot of job postings for recruiting because the experience section, at least in Canada, has a lot of like you need like 3 to 5 years of work experience. And for people coming out of university, that is very hard to get. Even if you do like co-ops or work terms or internships, that is super hard to get because you're just started out in your career. So that's just something I would change. I would kind of remove that.
Yeah, I think that's a nice question. So for me, basically, I would really redesign how we handle incidents. For me, my rule for my team is very simple. We need to fix the system, not the person. So for example, when something breaks, we need to stay like calm. We need to talk about what happened without really going and having like this blame culture.
Mm.
Uh, we need to focus on asking basically how the system let this slip, maybe a missing test or like a noisy alert, not basically who to punish and basically having this mindset.
I would say the whole hiring process and the status quo of telling juniors just to be quiet. Because I do believe in hiring for attitude and training for skill. Because I mean, skills can be developed. I know you need to have like a certain skill to do some work, but just in general, I mean, if you went to study and you apply for a job in that field you've studied, I mean, you need to get a chance to actually do the work. So your skills can be developed, but someone with a bad attitude can really dampen the whole vibe of the team. So I do also feel like a company needs to be has to have a more open book about the goals, and everyone needs to understand why you have that goals, because that will create like a pathway, a clear pathway for everyone to know why you want to do it, why you need to do it, and give it ideas regardless of your level or the who you are in the business, in the department, in the company. And that will just flip the whole dynamic of prove you belong to will help you belong, and we'll all just be better because of that.